Hello. Today I'll be taking up a pen from Sheaffer, the company of whose pens I haven't reviewed till now. Although I really like the design of the inlaid nib, which is very characteristic of this. The pens are very functional, they are robust, and they are value for money. It was, I remember, in 1993 when I saw first Sheaffer with my father, that intrigued me to their design of their inlaid nib, the mechanism of the pen. As I grew up and developed more into this, I sort of got excited with the other pen makers, and although I have few Sheaffers in my collection, but haven't really got down to using them. My taste for fine nibs and the ones which give a feel of paper has started recently. It's sort of drifted from smoother nibs, the buttery smooth ones, and so I believe that I'm going to enjoy the few which are there in my collection. This is Sheaffer Targa Slim, and I'll just start off with comparing it to its normal size. This is Sheaffer Targa, and go on with this. The Targa line was produced, the name after an Italian car which was a symbol of endurance and reliability. This was started in 1976 and continued up till 1988, I believe. And they had a lot of different finishes, a lot of different patterns. This one is slightly ribbed pattern. You can see there are lines, vertical lines oriented along this barrel and cap. And otherwise, this is clear. This is a steel chrome plated pen. The pen is slimmer for a slim grip. So Sheaffer Targa Slim, and this also sports a 14K gold nib. This one I believe is fine. We'll come to that in our jiffy. The finial is circular. This is just a plastic piece there. You have a typical Sheaffer dot at the top and a clip which is very functional. Label there which is now all gone. You have Sheaffer and then USA written there. This is a snap cap. It's tapers slightly to the back and with again a plastic inlaid plastic there as well. So it's flat top and flat bottom, slightly tapering from top to bottom there. Snap open, and then you have a small ring there at the writing section. The writing section is pretty large. The inlaid nib is beautiful. This one is on the finer side and it has engraved Sheaffer and USA there and registered there. So you can see the feed, and the mechanism of filling is simple cartridge converter. This one is a aerometric filling mechanism with this small pump there. You just press it 3 or 4 times and you fill the ink with this. This is removable and you can fill use a Sheaffer cartridge with this. Dimensions of the pen, I'll just weigh it first. Pen capped is around 19 and uncapped is just about 12.5, and the dimensions of the pen, black background won't be able to see. Capped is about 13.5 and uncapped is about 11.5. If you have to post this pen, you have to really press hard on the cap to post it, and after posting it gives a very good feel to hold, because otherwise it's a light pen, and even with cap weighing only 7 grams doesn't make it very top heavy. I am not posting it because this is going to find a new home now. I'm not posting it very hard because I don't like posted pens, it may scratch. So I'll write it without posting, and you can see that although my hands are big and it just sort of fits into them, but you can manage with slightly smaller hands, you can manage to write with it unposted as well, although my preference would have been to post it. So I'll just come down to the writing part, but first let me just put it in comparison with the pen which you now commonly see, Metropolitan, and side by side with a Targa normal pen. Now let's come to how it writes. The writing part. Although the nib is not marked, but the tipping seems to be on the finer side. This is a fine nib, and the ink is doesn't it seem to be a bit different on from Konpeki, but then that's what this has got a fill of. Iroshizuku Konpeki. Whatever happened to Sheaffer, I still don't know. This one is a lovely nib. I think for this package, this pen would cost somewhere around 3,500 to 4,000 without any box or something. This is a phenomenal nib. It gives just the right amount of feedback while writing, and it glides on the paper with a good assured feel of the paper as well. I would put it as sort of a medium smooth. It does give the feel of paper, has some feedback, but then this is a fine nib. It is not scratchy at all. You can see the amount of wetness there is. A very good writer. For my writing, the grip is small, but otherwise for people with a smaller grip and a good decent length of writing section, it gives a very good pleasant feel while writing. I won't flex it because I don't prefer to. Reverse writing is not comfortable at all and very, very scratchy. Overall, this is a very good pen, and at the price point at which you get it, you get a lot of material for the value which you are paying. We'll come up with the Sheaffer Targa regular in time to come, and I will see you next time.